Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the podcast For the Love of Drama. I am Fiona, and today I am continuing talking about the TV series Rivals that was released last year in October. I'd like to talk about some of the characters and the actors that played them. So I will start with Lord Tony Baddingham. He is absolutely ruthless. When you see him to start with, you think that he might have a softer side, but if he does, it is extremely well hidden because he just gets harder and harder. And his disregard for anyone that gets in his way, he's very, very cold. And I would like to say how much I enjoyed the scene in which David Tennant as Lord Baddingham sat on the TV set, simmering in rage because a previous interview for his company, Meridian Television, between Declan O'Hara and Rupert Campbell Black had not gone to plan. He thought that Rupert Campbell Black was going to get discredited in a major way, but Declan had a change of heart and relented, much to Tony Baddingham's fury, and he sits on the set, simmering, absolutely simmering, to the tunes of Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf. And then all of a sudden he flips, and the water jug from the table goes flying across the studio floor and smashes, and he grabs a plant and smashes it through the studio set, and then he starts to lift chairs up and he just screams in utter rage. I should think David Tennant probably enjoyed that, but he acted it to perfection. He is brilliant as that character. And next one I want to talk about is Rupert Campbell Black, played by Alex Hassell. I am not looking that up, so I think that is right. And he plays him to perfection as well. Very smooth playboy. Comes across as really, really shallow to start with. He's an MP, but as the episodes roll on, you actually find out that he is really, really caring, cares about his constituents, and knows everybody in the local village. And very warm-hearted, and eventually he joins forces with Declan O'Hara and Freddie Jones, and together they form the company Ventura, where they prepare to bid for the franchise for TV, which is currently held by Tony Baddingham's company, Corinium. Next one is my favourite character, Freddie Jones, played by Danny Dyer. I haven't seen Danny Dyer in very much at all, only EastEnders, and though he was brilliant in that, EastEnders is not my favourite kind of thing. But he is brilliant as Freddie Jones. He plays him this sort of warm, sort of not soft-hearted way, good-hearted, I suppose. And he is very clever. He's a technical genius, but he's got his feet firmly planted on the ground. And he's kind. He's in not a very happy marriage. And he gets attracted to the wife of one of the presenters on Corinium Television. And I won't say too much, but if you watch the series, you'll find out what happens. But he plays a great part, and I suppose it's a good part to play. Baddies are a lot of fun to play, but so are the good guys. And he's sort of middle of the road. He bridges the gap and keeps the peace when anybody starts fighting, in particular Declan and Rupert. If they get into a spat, he always calms them down. So, well done, Danny Dyer. And next is Declan O'Hara, who is played by the rather gorgeous Aidan Turner, which I say without shame because I am or was a great fan of Poldark. So, and he plays this hot-headed newsreader, TV presenter, very charismatic, very sharp, and neglects his wife to a certain extent. He, yes, as like I said, very clever, but he unlike Tony Baddingham, he has morals and he has a sense of fair play. So he finds out things that he has the power to destroy people with. But when it comes to the crunch, he backs down and gives them a chance to explain theirself and empathizes with them. So, interesting character. As I said in the last episode, the soundtrack is really, really good. 80s music, very much takes you right back to the 80s in an 80s, great 80s style, which shows the attitudes, some of them quite outdated, towards women and people of a different race sometimes, or a different nationality, in fact. And but it shows the human side as well. It's real proper three-dimensional characters. And I loved it. I started watching it and I thought, I'll keep going with it, but I absolutely loved it. I think it's very well done. A great cast, great acting, great directing, and brilliant soundtrack. So, that's about it. And in true 80s style, the first series finished with a very shocking moment at the end of the show. I won't say anything just in case you want to watch it and you haven't seen it yet, but it's a real 80s cliffhanger. So I believe I have heard rumours there is going to be another series, so let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that there is. So that's it from me. I will love you and leave you. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will be back with you on Monday. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye.